Welcome to Monday Night Baseball from Elkhorn City Park. Tonight, your Elkhorn City Cougars take on the Matewan Tigers of Matewan, West Virginia. Got Grayson Raider on the mound for his third start of the season against the Tigers. Batting first for the Matewan Tigers, number 0, David Johnson. He's showing bunt. Ball bunted out in front of the plate, picked up by Sawyers over to first to Sloan for the out. Up next, number 17, Cruz Beckett. Ball a little high. A little high. Held up a swing. 2 balls, no count. Or 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Ball outside, 3-0 the count. Showing bunt. Draw back for a strike. 3-1 to count. Ball 4 low. Sprints down to first base. Up next for the Tigers is number 44, Josh Blankenship. Got Beckett on first. Swing and a miss by Blankenship. Beckett gets a little lead off first. Ball up and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beckett makes a run for second. Throw down. A little late. He's in standing up. Give Beckett a stolen base on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Got a runner on second. Got a decent lead off second. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Actually, that was strike 3. Sorry. 2 outs. Runner on second. Up next is number 35, Matewan Hatfield. Got Beckett on second for the Tigers. Ball outside. The 1-0 pitch. Down low to the backstop. Runner moves up on a passed ball. Now you got 2-0 count, runner on third. Two-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. Over to first for the out. And that ends the inning. Top of the order coming up for the Cougars. We'll be back right after this. And we're back to the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Cougars, number 23, Isaiah Sweeney. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 to count. Ball inside. Backed him up off the plate a little bit. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Isaiah. Ball overhead, swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Up next for the Cougars be number 3, Hunter Adkins. Ball over his head. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike to count. Ball outside, 2-1. Ball hit. Drops into center field. Hunter Atkins for a base hit. Up next for the Cougars be number 6, Jake Halsey. Atkins makes a break for second. Throw down to second's a little late. He's in sliding. Give Hunter a stolen base in this game. With a runner on second, Jake Halsey at the plate. Atkins makes a run for third. Halsey fouls it off out of play. Hunter's got to return to second. 1-1 to count on Jake. Ground ball to second. Over to first for the out. Hunter moves up to third. Runner on third. Up next is number 4, Oliver Sesko. Strike right down the middle. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Here's your 0-2 pitch. Ball fouled off. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. Atkins comes home to score. Cougars take a 1-0 lead. Up next for the Cougars be number 33, Jackson Sloan. Ground ball to first, batter's out, and that ends the inning. At the end of one, it is your Elkhorn City Cougars 1, Matewan Tigers 0. We'll be back right after this. We're back to start the top of the second. For the Tigers, it will be leading off will be number 24, Cash Pruitt. Grayson threw 14 pitches in the first inning. Can the Cougars hold them and maintain this one-run lead in the top of this inning? Ball must have been a little low, according to umpire H.D. Fraley. Ball a little high, apparently. Apparently there's a ball outside. Cash is showing bunt. Will he draw back and take a swing, or will he take the pitch? He draws back. Ball 4 in the dirt. Reaches on a base on balls. Up next will be number 14, Jackson Chaffins. Got a runner on first. Ball outside. Ball 2 outside, gets by Sawyers. Pruitt moves up to second on the pass ball. The Tigers are battling against the Cougars in this half inning. Got a runner on second. 2-0 count. Called strike. Count should be 2-1. No outs. Ball 3 down low in the dirt. 3-1 the count. No outs, runner on second. Is Jackson going to take or is he going to swing? He took for a strike, got a full count. Pruitt gets a good lead off second. Ball 4 gets by, blocked. Runners move up. Got runners on first and third, no outs. Up next is number 32, Dustin Hudson. Ball 1 high. Runner moves up to second on a defensive indifference. Called strike. 1-1 to count. Runners on second and third. No outs. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Got Chaffins on second and Pruitt on third. Hudson up to bat. Ball gets by him, runners hold where they're at. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Ball a little high. Got a full count. Call, third strike, got 1 down. Up next for the Tigers will be number 10, Jackson Pack. called strike. Here's your 0-1 pitch to Pack. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball gets by him. Runners stay where they're at. Ground ball to short. Oliver over to Sloan for the out. Runner scores. Ties up the score, 1-1. Got a runner on third. 2 outs. Up next is number 5, McKinley Varney. Ball 1 in the dirt. Runner's right, making a break for home. And he's safe. Give him a stolen base on the play at the plate. Tigers take a 2-1 lead. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Ground ball to third. Ball gets past Sloan. Makes throw to second. And he's out at second. So the Cougars made up for that error by getting the out at second. And that ends the inning. At the end of 1.5, it is Matewan Tigers 2, your Elkhorn City Cougars 1. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're back bottom of the second. Ball. Grayson Raider up to bat. Ball. Ball 3. Ground ball to third. Over to first, and he's in safely. Up next for the Cougars, number 19, Connor Anderson. Throw to first. He's back safely. Share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We got some good baseball going on here tonight on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network. Ball. Runner on first. Here comes a 1-0 pitch to Anderson. Swing and a miss. Raider makes a break for second, and he's in, sliding. Give Raider a stolen base. Raider gets a good lead off second. Swing and a miss by Anderson, and he's down on strikes. Up next, number 1, catcher, Caden Sawyers. Ball popped up on the infield. Ball missed by the pitcher, over to first, and he's safe. Ball's dropped. Raider into third safely. Swing. And a miss by number 11, Carter Ramey. Called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners on the corner. 1 out. Ramey at the plate. Actually, take that back. Runners on second and third, and Ramey down on strikes. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Number 23, Isaiah Sweeney. Ball hit. Missed. Over to first. He's in safely. Sawyer's going to the plate. And he slides in safely. Cougars gets a 2-run. Scores right there. Give Isaiah 2 RBIs on that base hit. There's 2 outs in the inning. Up next is number 3, Hunter Atkins. He's 1 for 1 in this game. He singled on a fly ball to the center fielder his first at bat. Isaiah gets a good lead off first. Ball hit. Drops into the outfield. Isaiah's rounded second, heading to third. He's rounded third, heading home. And he's in, standing up with a RBI double for Hunter Atkins. Cougar takes a 4-2 lead. Up next is number 6, Jake Halsey. Foul ball. Hunter's got to make a return to second. Ball a little low. Hunter moves up to third on a stolen base. Runner on third. 1-1 to count. 2 outs. Cougars got a 2-run lead in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss by Jake. And that ends the inning. At the end of 2, it is your Elkhorn City Cougars 4, Matewan Tigers 2. We'll be back right after this on Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. And we're back for the top of the third here on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network. Leading off for the Tigers in the top of the third will be David Johnson. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Ball a little high. Raiders thrown 39 pitches in 2 innings. Ball 2, high and inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, top of the 3rd. Johnson at the plate for the Tigers. Ball 3, high. Strike called. Got a full count on him. Share this live stream. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's show these boys some. Ball 4. Johnson reaches on base. Up next for the Tigers, number 17, Cruz Beckett. He's hitless in this game. He walked the last time. Ball high. Past the catcher Sawyers. Johnson moves up to second on a pass ball. Ball 2. Johnson moves up to third on a stolen base. So we got a runner on third. Beckett at the plate with a 2-0 count. Johnson on third. Ball 3, 3-0. Beckett showed bunt, drawed back, drawed a walk. Runners on the corners. Up next for the Tigers will be number 44, Josh Blankenship. He's 0 for 1 in this game. He struck out swinging his last at bat. No outs, runners on the corners. Blankenship at the plate. Ball in the dirt, past Sawyers. Beckett reaches on a pass, goes to second on a passed ball. Tying runs on second. Go ahead runs at the plate. Ball gets past Sawyers again. Johnson comes home on pass ball. Beckett moves up to third. Tigers cuts the Cougars lead by 1. Ball 3 to Blankenship. 3-0, no outs, runner on third. 4-3 your score in the top of the third. Tying runs on third. Blankenship shows bunt. gets a walk. Runners on the corners again. Up next for the Tigers will be number 35, Maddox Hatfield. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to second his last at bat. And we've got a pitching change coming for the Cougars. We're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Batter up. We're back. Called strike. Ball a little high. Runner from first moves up to second on a defensive indifference. Ball fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner's on second and third. No outs. Matewan ties it up 4-4 in the top of the third. Runner on third. Got a full count on Hatfield. Blankenship's on third. Ball 4. Tigers take the lead, 5-4. Up next is number 24, Cash Pruitt. Swing and a miss by Cash. Runner on first. Ball 2, high and inside. Ball 3, down and out. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Runner on third, no outs. Tigers have scored 3 in this half inning. Called third strike. Got 1 out. Up next, number 14, Jackson Chaffins. He's hitless in this game. Ball get past him. Runner moves up to second on a passed ball. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. Called strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Ball 3. Got a full count. Runner on second. 1 out. The Tigers are fighting the Cougars in this half inning. Ball 4. Got runners on first and second. Up next for the Tigers is number 32, Dustin Hudson. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his last at bat. Strike down the middle. Ball high. Ball 3. Dead ball. Bases loaded on that hit by pitch. Strike 1. Tigers have got the bases loaded. Ball 1 high. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Ball. Got a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Up next for the Tigers, number 5, McKinley Varney. Halsey's already thrown 28 pitches in 2/3 of an inning. Ball fouled off for strike 1. Ball outside. Ball up and in over his head. Here comes your 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. We got some birds fighting in the outfield too. Fouled off, out of play. Got a full count. Runners will be moving on the pitch. Down and ready, guys. Fouled off. Fouled off. Varney staying alive. And again, here comes your 3-2 pitch from Halsey to Varney. Ground ball to first. He misses it. Makes it to the base for the out. And that ends the inning. At the end of 2.5, it is Matewan Tigers 5, your Elkhorn City Cougars 4. We'll be back right after this. Little stats on Raider. After he come out of the game, he pitched 2 innings, faced 12 batters, pitched 53 pitches, 17 strikes. He gets charged with 5 earned runs, 6 based on balls, 2 strikeouts. He left 1 on base, and there was 3 stolen bases against him. In the bottom of the third, for your Cougars, leading off will be number 4, Oliver Sesko. He's 1 for 1 in this game. He singled on a ground ball to the center fielder his last at bat. Ground ball to short. Oliver's in at first safely. Runner on first. Up next for the Cougars, number 33, Jackson Sloan. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to first base. We got Sesko in a rundown. And he's out on the tag at first. Find out. Ground ball to third. Over to first. Off the base, he's safe. Up next for the Cougars, number 5, Grayson Rader. He's 1 for 1. He singled to the third baseman his last at bat. Ball 1 low. Called strike, 1-1 to count. Ball 2. We've got a good game here tonight on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network. It's Monday Night Baseball, where your Cougars are taking on the Matewan Tigers. 3-1 to count, runner on first, 1 out. Ball 4, runners on first and second. Up next, number 19, Connor Anderson. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his last at bat. Ball gets past. Runners move up on a wild pitch. Called strike, 1-1. Runners on second and third. Ball in the dirt, 2-1 to count. The Cougars are fighting back and biting back at the Tigers. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ball popped up. Back to the pitcher for the out. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Up next, number 1, Caden Sawyers. Ball just a little bit off the plate. Raider on second, Sloan on third. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. Ball 2 in the dirt. Ball 3 high. Almost in the face. Called strike. Looked like it was a little inside off the plate, but Fraley said it was a strike. Ball 4. Got bases loaded. The Cougars are on all bases. Up next, number 11, Carter Ramey. He struck out swinging his last at bat. Ground ball to third. Fourth play at third and a out. We'll be back for the top of the fourth right after this. We're back, top of the fourth. Johnson up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with ball 1 to him. He's bunted out and he's walked in this game. Share this live stream with your friends, and let's show these Cougars some support tonight. Tell a friend to tell a friend here on the East Kentucky or Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network. Ball 2. Strike. 2-1 to count. Actually, that was 3-1, sorry. Johnson reaches on for ball 4. Up next is Cruz Beckett. He's still hitless in this game. He's walked both times up. This is his third time to the plate tonight. Runner on first. Tigers have a 5-4 lead over the Cougars. Johnson makes a run for it, and he's in standing up. Give him credit for a stolen base. Runner on second. 1-0 pitch, fouled off. Here comes a 1-1 pitch from Halsey. Ball 2. Ball 3. Johnson moves up to third on a stolen base. That's 2 for him in this inning. Ball 4. And he's in safely on that pass ball. Tigers extend their lead by 1. Up next for the Tigers is number 44, Josh Blankenship. He's 0 for 1 in this game. He struck out swinging and walked. Got a fly ball pop up on the infield over to Adkins at second for the out. Up next for the Tigers will be number 35, Maddox Hatfield. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out and walked. Ball hit in the air into shallow right field. Runners move up. 2-0 the count. Runners on second and third. Three 0 the count. 4-0, sorry. Bases loaded with Tigers. Up next be Jackson Chaffins. Swing and a miss. He's walked both times he's been at the plate already today. Ball high to the backstop. Ball low and outside. Two balls, one strike. Ball three. Runners move up on that pass ball. Okay. Tigers take a 7-4 lead here in the top of the fourth. Strike. Got a full count on Chaffins. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Up next, number 32, Dustin Hudson. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Struck out and hit by a pitch. Ball one. Throw over to third, runner back safely. Ball thrown to the backstop. Two 0 the count. Three 0. Ball four, bases loaded again with Tigers. Up next, number 10, Jackson Pack. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out to short and struck out swinging his last 2 times out. Ball to the backstop. Ball high. Called strike. 2-1 to count. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. Top of the 4th, with your Matewan Tigers with a 7-4 lead. Ball 4 walks in a run. And we've got another pitching change. Halsey will be going to second. Oliver Sesko's coming in to pitch. We'll be back right after this. In an inning and 2/3, Halsey faced 14 batters, thrown 67 pitches, had 1 hit, 3 earned runs, walked 7, struck out 3, and hit 1. Up for the Tigers is number 5, McKinley Varney. Foul ball, strike 1. Got 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Ground ball back to second. Over to first for the out. Cougars gets out of this inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the 2nd, or bottom of the 4th, right after this. All right, we're back here on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. Leading off at the bottom of the fourth will be number 23, Isaiah Sweeney. He is 1 for 2. Called strike on that one, strike one. Foul tipped. Isaiah's 1 for 2 in this game. He struck out swinging his first at bat and singled on it, fly ball to the shortstop, his last one. Ground ball to the short.
Run, Isaiah!
Ball gets through the shortstop. Isaiah reaches on a single or on an error by the shortstop. All in play, ground ball, error. Done.
I was a little delayed because I didn't know he hit it.
Isaiah's on first. Up next, number 3, Hunter Adkins. Hunter, ground ball to second. Ball's bobbled.
Run!
Ball gets through the first baseman. Isaiah over to third, and he holds up there. Hunter reaches first on an error, on a double error, if you want to get technical about it. Ball low to Jake Halsey. Runners now on second and third as Hunter gets credited with another stolen base in this game. Jake Halsey, line drive. Back to third. And Jake reaches first on an error by the first baseman. Isaiah scores. Runners on the corner. Up to next, number 4, Oliver Sesko. Oliver out on a fly ball out in foul territory in front of the visitor dugout. Runner still on first and third for number 33, Jackson Sloan. Swing and a miss by Jackson. Ball outside, 1-1 to count, 1 out. Runners on second and third, sorry. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third, Sloan at the plate. Line drive into center field. Sloan reaches first. Halsey rounds third, goes home, and scores. Elkhorn gets 2 in this one. Cuts the Tigers' lead to 1. Sloan reaches second on a stolen base. Ball 2 to Grayson Rader. Cougars are biting at the Tigers' heels in this inning. Raider pops it up. Out of play, foul. Sloan making a run for second. Grayson with a fly ball to third. And we got a double play. And that ends the inning. At the end of 4, it is Matewan Tigers 8, your Elkhorn City Cougars 7. We'll be back to the top of the 5th here in a few moments on the Elkhorn City Cougars Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. All right, we're back top of the 5th here on Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. Matewan Tigers is sending Johnson to the plate. He fouls the first one off. He's 0 for 1. He got out on the bunt in the first and walked the last 2 times he's been up. Ball. 1-1 to count. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4. Johnson reaches on another walk. Up next is Cruz Beckett. He's still hitless in this game. He's walked all 3 times he's already been to the plate. Johnson makes a run for second. He's going to be in standing up. Give him a stolen base. Runner on second. Beckett at the plate. Johnson makes a run for third. Throw down to third. And he's in standing up. We're sliding in. Tigers throw another one on the board. Ball caught by the second baseman, Hunter Atkins, in shallow right field for the out. Blankenship's at the plate now. He's 0 for 2. Foul ball out of play. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Blankenship. 2-2. Ball 3, full count on Blankenship. He gets another walk. Up next for the Tigers is Hatfield. He's 1 for 2. He's grounded out, walked, and singled on a fly ball to the second baseman. Give Blankenship another stolen base. He reaches safely. Ball. 2-0 the count. Runner on second, 1 out. Ball 3. Blankenship's in safely at third with another stolen base. And Hatfield reaches on a walk. Up next is Pruitt. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice and struck out once. got Tigers on the corners. Tigers take a 10-7 lead. One to count. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2, way high. Runner move up to third. Ball 3. Struck him out. Throw him out. Two balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Chaffins reaches a single on a ground ball to the right fielder. Up next is number 32, Hudson. He's 0 for 1. He struck out, hit by a pitch, and walked. Swing and a miss. Chaffins gets a stolen base. 1-1 to count, 2 outs. It's a 1-1 pitch. Ball popped up to Anderson for the out. And the Cougars in the inning. At the end of 4.5, it is Matewan 11, Elkhorn City 7. We'll be back for the bottom half of the inning right after this here on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. What a better way to lead off the inning than to end the last inning making a great play. Leading off this inning for the Cougars would be number 19, Connor Anderson. He's 0 for 2. He popped out to the pitcher his last time and struck out his first appearance. He takes ball 1. Ball 2. Strike right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Cougars down by 4. Ball 3. Make it ball 4. Up next, number 1, Caden Sawyers. He's 0 for 1. He hits the ground ball and reaches on the error by the first baseman his first time up and walks his second time. He gets ball 1 on that one. Foul ball. Fouled off again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter Ramey's on deck. And Isaiah's in the hole. Ball low. Connor Anderson gets a stolen base. Ball 3. Connor retreats back to second. Fouled off. Sawyer staying alive on that one. Okay, that was ball 3. My bad. Ball 4. Connor reaches third on a defensive indifference. And we got a pitching change for the Tigers. Johnson's going to center field. And Blankenship's going into pitch. Johnson pitched 4 innings, faced 26 batters, thrown 82 pitches, has 1 earned run, walked 4, struck out 4. Gave up 8 stolen bases. Let 7 runs scored, 1 of them being earned. 8 hits. Up next for the Cougars is number 11, Carter Ramey. Runners on second and third. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strikes, no outs. Runners on second and third. Struck, full count on Carter. Ball 4, bases loaded. For the leadoff hitter for the Cougars, number 23, Isaiah Sweeney. Hunter Atkins is on deck. Isaiah's 1 for 3 on the night. Fouled the first one off. Wouldn't it be nice if he could bring all 3 of them home? Swing and a miss. Good swing by Isaiah. That was a power swing he had there. He was aiming for us out here in the outfield. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded. Come on, Isaiah. I'll buy you a steak dinner if you knock us out over here. Ball, he held up his swing. Two the count. Swing and a miss, goes down on strikes. He's beating himself up over that one. To the plate now is number 3, Hunter Atkins. He's 2 for 3. He singled and doubled. Foul ball. Swing and a miss by Hunter. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are full of Cougars. Ball high over his head. One ball, two strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Blankenship. And he's called out on a called third strike. Up next is number 6, Jake Halsey. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and struck out swinging. Ground ball to second. Bobbles. Does he have enough time? Over to first for the out. And that ends the inning. At the end of 5, it is Matewan Tigers 11, your Elkhorn City Cougars 7. We'll be back for the top of the 6th right after these, right here on the Elkhorn City Cougars Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. We have another pitching change for the Cougars. Coming in to pitch, number 33, Jackson Sloan. Jake Halsey goes back to third. Oliver goes back to short, and Grayson moves from third to first. Up first for the Tigers is Pack. Ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1 to count on Pack. Ball appears to be just a little high according to Fraley. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2-2 to count. And Pack goes down looking. Give a strikeout to Sloan on that one. In an inning and a third, Oliver faced 8 batters. Got 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 of them earned runs, walked 1, struck out 1. Got a ground ball to short. Sesko over to Raider for the out. Two outs at the top of the 6th. Up next for the Tigers, number 0, Johnson. He's 0 for 1. Ball one outside. Ball two, just a little high. Ball three, high. 3-0 the count on Johnson. Here's a 3-0 pitch from Jackson. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball four, just a little bit inside. Runner on first. Up next is Cruz Beckett. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to the second baseman his last time and walked 3 times tonight. Blankenship's making a move for second. Beckett fouls it off. Blankenship's got to return to first. This is what you call a ball game here tonight, guys. Ball fouled off, out of play, 0-2. Fouled off, out of play again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner gets it. Blankenship moves up to second on a stolen base. Or Johnson moves up to second on a stolen base. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Make that 2-2. Ah. Beckett reaches on a walk. Tigers scored another one on an error by Anderson. Up next is Blankenship. He's 0 for 2. Line drive. Center fielder Isaiah throws it to Atkins at second for the force, and that ends the inning. And we'll be at the bottom of the 6th right after this. We'll be right back. Right here on the Elkhorn City Cougars Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. We're back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Right here on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network, Monday Night Baseball. Leading off for the Cougars with a swing and a miss. Number 4, Oliver Sesko. He's 2 for 3 on the night. He singled twice, and he flied out to the first baseman his last appearance. Ball way inside, backed him off the plate. 1-1 to count. Tell you guys, this has been a ball game tonight. First few innings, it was back and forth between the Tigers and the Cougars. Tigers got the upper hand the last couple of innings. Ball popped up. Caught by the shortstop right behind the pitcher's mound. One out. Up next, number 33, Jackson Sloan. He's 2 for 3 on the night. He singled his last 2 times up. Called strike. 0-1 to count. Ground ball to short. Missed. Jackson will reach first on an error by the shortstop. Up next, number 5, Grayson Rader. Got Sloan on first. Sloan makes a run for second. And he's in standing up with a stolen base. Ball 2. Cougars down by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. And they're rallying. They're trying to put a dent in that lead. 2-0 pitch to Raider. Make that 3-0. Sloan makes a run for third. And he's in sliding. Raider strikes out swinging. I got messed up on the count somewhere. But there's 2 down. Sloan's on third. Up next is number 19, Connor Anderson. Connor hits a line drive ball deep right field. Sloan comes in. Anderson rounds first. Heading for second. Play at second. And he's in safely. Cougars score 1 on that. Give Anderson an RBI. Up next, number 1, Caden Sawyers. Runner on second, 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Sawyers. Told you we was going to rally in this one, didn't I? Don't count us out. Ball way inside. Backed him off the plate a little bit. I think I was trying to shave him with that pitch. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. We're down to the last out in this game, guys. Ball 2. 2-2-2 and a runner on second. Ball flied. And they tagged him out at first. And that's a ball game, guys. Matewan Tigers win this one over the Elkhorn City's Cougars by a score of 12-8. Winning pitcher on this one will be Johnson. The losing pitcher will be Grayson Rader. Blankenship has a save. Even though the Elkhorn City Cougars collected 9 hits to the Matewan Tigers 2, they still fell 12-8 on Monday. Oliver Sesko, Hunter Atkins, and Jackson Sloan each collected 2 hits for the Cougars. The Elkhorn City Cougars were first to get on the board in the first with Oliver singled, scoring 1 run. The Matewan Tigers captured the lead 2-1 in the top of the second after Jackson P grounded out, and the Elkhorn City Cougars committed an error, each scoring 1 run. Elkhorn City jumped into the lead in the bottom of the second when Isaiah Sweeney singled, scored 2 runs, and Hunter doubled, scoring 1 run. Matewan Tigers took the lead in the top of the third inning after Josh B walked, Maddox H walked, and the Matewan Tigers scored on a pass ball, each scoring 1 run. David J. earns the win for the Matewan Tigers. The starter gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 1 earned over 4 innings, striking out 4 and walking 4. Grayson Rader took the loss for the Elkhorn City Cougars. The righty went 2 innings, allowing 5 runs on 0 hits, striking out 2 and walking 6. Josh earned a save. Jackson provided a pop in the middle of the lineup that led the Elkhorn City Cougars to 2 runs batted in. The infielder went 2 for 4 on the day. Hunter and Jackson each stole multiple bases for the Elkhorn City Cougars. Elkhorn City ran wild on the bases, piling up a total of 10 stolen bases for the game. Jackson and the number 8 hitter for the Matewan Tigers led the way with 2 runs batted in. Maddox and Jackson C each collected 1 hit for the Matewan Tigers. Matewan Tigers had a strong eye at the plate, piling up 18 walks for the game. Cruz B and David led the team with 4 walks each. Cruz, Jackson, and David and Josh each stole multiple bases for the Tigers. Tigers ran wild on the bases, tallying up 14 stolen bases for the game. The Matewan Tigers turned in 1 double play in the game. Until next time, guys, we'll see you next time here on the Elkhorn City Cougar Sports Network. Thank you for joining us for this Monday Night Baseball.